Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from Northern Maine. Well, today is a brand new adventure for me and for you guys. I hope you'll want to tag along. This is the big surprise that I've been telling you that's been on the way. And today is the very first day of the new adventure as far as getting it out onto YouTube so I can share it with everyone that's out there. As you all know, I do these videos for my grandsons, and this is one more step in changing their lives as well as changing my life. For the last couple of months, I have been doing some bartering. Now, you all know that I like to barter. Well, I have bartered. I had an old boat at my home. It was approximate value was about $3,000. I didn't need it anymore. I hadn't used it in quite a few years, but it was still a good boat and a sound boat, but still it had a value of around $3,000. Well, I have bartered that boat for a piece of property. Now, before you get too excited about how do you barter a boat for a piece of property, I have bartered that boat for 10 acres. I have bartered it for 10 acres. Located in the western side of the state of Maine. Now, calm down. The property's value is about $3,000. So it's a pretty good trade, even. Why is the property only worth $3,000? Well, for one thing, it's a mile back in the woods. So we're talking off-grid quite a ways now. And the other thing, for a hunter, it's perfect. For a home builder, it's not. I would say about 7 acres of the 10 acres is what's called wetlands. There's 2 streams that come down the piece of property. 2 of my pins are actually in the middle of the stream, and then there's another stream that comes down on the west side of this 10-acre piece. So it's a wetlands, but it is also located in the middle of thousands of acres of timberland that has been timbered for years and years and years, and I don't see it ever changing. So getting back to my grandsons, how does this change their lives? Well, I've purchased each one of my grandsons a lifetime fishing and hunting license. So by bartering for this piece of property, its tax bill is $68 a year. So that's nothing. I have bartered this piece of property so that my grandsons will have a place to hunt and fish for a lifetime. Because the property has no value, so there's really no sense in selling it. That's my plan, that's my hope, and that's what I'm going to instill in my family before I pass away. And we've all been talking about this already at this point anyways, because I've got a great place to hunt at my cabin and all of that. But this right here will open the door up that I can spend more time with my grandsons to try and instill in them the stuff that I have learned over my lifetime. And this is the perfect place for it, a mile back in the woods. And one of the things that we're going to do here, and it's already on its way, is I have purchased I've already ordered the lumber to build a small cabin on this piece of property. It's going to be an outpost for bear hunting and deer hunting. The bear hunting here, I think, will be absolutely awesome. So this little outpost, the only way to it is by 4-wheeler, and that's why you see the 6-wheeler behind me. You're going to drive in with me now, and I'm going to take you through the trail. I have not seen the property yet. This is my 4th try to get into it. I have a GPS reading and I'm cutting trail as we go. When I came here 4 weeks ago, the mud was just too deep. So we got mudded out. We were right in the middle of mud season. So now we're, I think, the middle of April. I'm taking this video. I will release this video once I have all the loose ends tied up and everything is deeded and all that. You know, a lot of that crappy stuff I don't like. But that's just the way it is. So I'm just working on tying up the loose ends. And then we will be starting a new building project. I'm going to build a small cabin on the property that is 8 feet by 12 feet. All out of rough sawn lumber with a steel roof. And an 8 foot by 12 foot cabin will be able to sleep at least 3 people. There will be a wood stove in it. And the total cost for that cabin is going to be under $1,000. So that's going to be a pretty good deal. We'll have a place to come to with the boys, as well as spend the night or spend a week during deer season, as well as bear season, without having to leave the little cabin. So, well, it's the end of the day. I've been out here for, let's see, it's 6:30 now, so I've been out here for 9.5 hours, flagging out 2 lines. I flagged out 1,000 feet today. I'll be back tomorrow and I will search out 1,500 feet tomorrow. And then I'll be done with that. And then I'll know where I can build. I did pick out my site in there, so I've got that done. Now I need to blaze a trail into it. And I found all kinds of deer sign. I have been listening to turkeys. I listened to turkeys until about noontime. They would hear me and then they would gobble. So I'm not a turkey hunter. But anyways, maybe I was disturbing them, who knows. I am going to hunt turkeys in here a little bit though. I've seen so many, so one more thing that we can put in the freezer. But anyways, it's been a great day. It's clouded in. I only got rained on once, so that's not too bad. But tomorrow I need to go 1,000 feet behind me. 1,000 feet behind me and then take a hard left for another 1,000 feet. So we'll see how that all goes tomorrow. But what a piece of property. There's a deer run down there, foot wide, with 2 natural funnel pinch points. They come up against the stream in 2 places. So that's really good. I've kind of picked out a place for a tree stand while I was on my way back here to the 6-wheeler. But all in good time. I've got some more scouting to do. But it's such a mess in there because it's a chopping and blowdowns everywhere that it'll be very easy to steer the deer by putting in a trail. So that'll be on my agenda too. Put in a trail that they like to walk on and then put in my tree stand. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to have a cup of coffee and a piece of pumpkin bread. My wife baked me some pumpkin bread, so I'm going to have that. And I also brought in a banana. And I'm starving. This was not a play trip, so I didn't bring anything in for lunch. I did bring in a coffee. But I'm going to sit here now, enjoy the scenery, have a snack, and then I'm going to head myself back to the truck. And if you like this kind of stuff and you want to follow the series here on the new piece of property, subscribe to the channel, throw me a bone, hit the like button, and let YouTube know that you want to see my stuff. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.